folks, it's me, Brian, and this is what I'm drinking tonight. I'm having a Juliette cocktail. This is a cocktail that I found on my diffords.com website. There are other cocktails with Juliette in its name. There's several Juliette and Romeo cocktails, but this one specifically is a cocktail that has 5 ingredients. It has cognac, and I'm gonna use my Armagnac that I bought recently. It has pear liqueur. It has cranberry juice. It has pineapple juice, and last but not least, it has black raspberry liqueur. I only have my Chambord, which I don't know whether it's black raspberry or just regular raspberry, but it is raspberry liqueur. So let's do this. If you notice right here, I have this a light bulb glass. I saw this on the Bowls Jennifer website, and they sell these that say Bowls on it, and they're pretty cheap. They're only €6. However, shipping from Netherlands is quite expensive. So alas, I wasn't gonna buy a very expensively shipped light bulb glass from Bowls itself. So I looked on the internet machine, and lo and behold, I found one. Well, I found a set of 4, and they actually come from a Morton's restaurant in Colorado that went out of business, and they were being sold on eBay. So here is one of these glasses. They are completely impractical. As you can see, it has a very small place to drink out of. To put the alcohol or the beverage inside of it, you need a funnel, and to even put some ice in there, you have to have crushed ice, and then you have to one by one put every little nugget of ice in there, which I've done a little bit at the bottom of this. But I'm gonna drink my Juliette out of this glass because I want to make some use of it. Now, on the Bowls website, they talk about a red light Negroni. So this would be red, and it would be a Negroni made with the Jennifer gin instead of like regular gin. But I don't want to make one of those. I want to make this Juliette, which will be a little bit red also. So it might be a red light type of looking drink when it's done. So let's get to it though. You take an ounce of cognac, an ounce of pear liqueur, and the pear and liqueur that I'm using is the Belle de Bruyette, which is actually a pear liqueur and cognac mixed together. Take an ounce of this. Take an ounce of pineapple juice. It's supposed to be freshly squeezed. I'm not going to go through all of that. I'm just going to use my carton pineapple juice. Take a 1/4 ounce of the raspberry liqueur. So this is going to make it a little bit red. And finish it with 2.5 or so ounces of cranberry juice. Shake and strain. This is supposed to go in a Collins glass. The Collins glasses that I have are a little bit long, so that's why I've chosen to use my light bulb glass. Actually, there's more liquid in there. I'll be right back. Well, there you have it, a Juliette in 2 different types of drinking vessels. Prost, my friends. This is not a bad drink. One of the few drinks that I've liked with pineapple juice. Pineapple and cranberry seems to be a pretty nice combination. It's not too sweet, not too tart, and definitely not too sweet with the addition of the pear liqueur and the raspberry liqueur. It's balanced nicely. Not as red as I would have liked it to be in a glass that's supposed to be a light bulb, so it doesn't look like a red bulb, but a good drink nonetheless. So it looks like it probably would have fit in my Collins glass. I don't know how many ounces are in here, but too much to accommodate what was in my shaker. I'm sitting here watching NFL football on Saturday. Just finished watching the Denver Buffalo game. Buffalo won. Buffalo won their first division since 1995. Take that, New England. And it looks like they're gonna do some good things in the playoffs because they have a pretty nice quarterback there in Allen, and good receiver in Stephon Diggs. Anyway, the second game is on right now, 7-3. Green Bay is beating Carolina. I have not paid attention to any of the college football games today, with the exception, I did see the score of the Clemson game. So Clemson, I guess, is going to be in the college football playoff. Who knows what they do with Notre Dame? I'm assuming they put them in too, which is kind of crazy because then they would have played 3 times by the end of this football season. Because the way it looks, they might be 2-3 going into the college football playoff. Then they'll play yet again. Later on tonight is that Alabama game. But what happens if Florida wins? I mean, do you keep Alabama in it? I think I would. But then do you put Florida, a 2-loss team, in? And do you put them ahead of Texas A&M? So the college football playoff machine is about to break tonight some kind of way. There will be people mad, right? They're mad already, right? The coach of Cincinnati is mad already. So there will be some other unhappy people tonight after everything's said and done. Well, I guess the standings are not going to be shown until later on next week, but there's going to be some very unhappy campers. You know, Notre Dame's talking about, like, we're not coming unless families could come. Well, you know what? I don't think families are going to be able to come, so maybe they won't be invited after all, just because of that statement alone. Anyhow, stay safe, stay sane, and I will see you tomorrow, folks.